Well, I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, and so here we are. Earlier this year, I decided I want to go in the military. 39 years old, and I want to see what I could do to be successful serving my country. I love this country. It breaks me tears when I hear the national anthem. I get pumped up for the veterans and everything. Now at the end of this video, you will understand, you may have your opinions or whatever. I still love the Navy, but in the overall basis, you will understand this video, why I'm making this video. And I've been wanting to make it for a long time. I just waited till after I did a marathon event yesterday to want to do this video. And I'm going to show you my medal and everything, but we'll get to that point at some point in this video. A lot of people think I was unfit to be in the Navy, unfit to too old maybe, but I think probably most fit than most of them people that's active duty. So I took the ASVAB test and I passed. A good score. They was liking it. You know, at first I was interested in the Air Force. Don't get me wrong, but Navy has a lot more offer what I was looking for, and I love boats, and I just think it would be more interesting and active that keep me. They had more interesting stuff than I was more interested than Air Force, but everybody thinks Air Force is a better branch, but every branch is great. They all have their flaws. Some are better and some not. Some have have their opinions about each one of them, but I love it all. But the reason I want to go to the Navy, there's a lot more reasons, because it has something to do with more of my education, more of everything else. But in overall progress, so I go to MAPS, and MAPS is a place where they check your background, your medical, anything that does with medical, and then they test your drug testing. So you gotta be clean. Not even 1 ounce of anything to be in your system at all, or they'll just make it come back in 6 months or more, longer, just to come back to retry it again. But in overall perspective, I passed everything else. You know, I passed the flexibility. The last part that I did not pass was when they check your heart. And when they checked my heart, it said it had an unrhythm beat, and they believed it was a heart murmur. So I was like, oh, heart murmur. It's like, wow, I'm pretty stunned. It's like, have you ever been known to have a heart murmur? I was like, no, none. I have done physicals a lot through my life, and a lot of jobs require to go to physical. Like I used to work at BMW plant, they require you to go to physical. A lot of these other big corporate jobs or manufacturing jobs want to see a physical, because they want to see that you're able to come in and do that type of work. So I was like, okay, so what's the next level? They said, well, can't go to see if you can get sworn in or anything, but we can set you up a doctor to go see more information about your heart murmur. I said, okay, great. I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared about the answer. A lot of people get panicked. Oh, I got heart murmur. I got heart problems. Well, the only reason I was not scared, because I was like, well, I'm a marathon runner. If I was going to have heart problems, I would have known right then and there that there would have been an issue. But I'm a marathon runner. I've been running for 7 years, got almost 4,000 miles in, and I just broke my PR just yesterday, and I'm running faster than ever. And I train, I go to gym every day, and I eat healthy. So the recruiter said, well, you could just go yourself and instead of waiting all these weeks. And I was like, okay. So I didn't know how much it cost, but it is very expensive to do heart test and see a cardiologist. But unfortunately, I was qualified for some kind of benefit that helps pay for some of my medical bill. And the cardiologist says, you had this, ever had a cardiac arrest problem? Have you ever had breathing problems? Like, no. So he did more ups tests, and then after that doctor appointment, he made another appointment to go to do an ultrasound to see what really was ticking in my heart. So he did all the tests. He did the EKG test and everything, and he said, in overall basis, you just got a small heart murmur that's gonna be the rest of your life, but have no effect in your life at all. And I was like, yes, oh yes. So I waited for the recruiters to send the information, and I waited and waited. We're going on 3-4 weeks. And I was like, man, what's going on here? It's like, well, the Navy medical meds are always taking their time doing whatever. It's always hurry up and wait, always. And that's the one thing you need to understand about military. Hurry up and wait. They always take their time. So I was like, well, you could, we just saw that they had set the appointment for you to go to one for the MAPS. And so I went with the MAPS. And then even that cardiologist said I was good to go. He did the ultrasound and EKG, and it came out the same excellent news. So I was like, well, I got two test results. So they sent it to the Navy Medical Review, and they rejected it. And they rejected it twice. The third time, I used my cardiologist I paid for, and they rejected it. And they didn't give an answer. They asked all these questions to my cardiologist, and my cardiologist wrote out a professional letter explaining why is this man getting held back? Why is this guy can't get his medical review stamp forward and pass, sign off on it. And I was like, this guy is good to go. He does marathons. There's nothing wrong with this guy. So I didn't get no answer correctly from the recruiters, and the recruiters told me that it's not them, it's the Navy Medical Board. And he said basically they didn't give a reason, and they didn't care about giving a reason. They just did what they did and call it a day. And in my honest opinion, it's wrong what they did, because if I'm approved by 2 cardiologists, I know we're not at war, but the recruitment's down, but you tell the media nobody wants to join, but yet here I am trying to get in. So I talked to all these guys at MAPS that's trying to get in, and some have been waiting for over a year going through these tests about certain things, and at the end of the ballpark, they're going to get rejected just like me. Now, this could be opinionated from anybody, and I ain't going to tell you who I vote for, but they told me that if I want to get my medical waiver signed, I could get a a senator to pass it. But I was like, right now the election's going on, starting up next year. Nobody ain't gonna be interested in me trying to sign off a medical waiver. But this morning I read the news online. The guy that's the head officer of the recruitment got dismantled. I mean that he got fired. They took him off board. They didn't give no reasons at all. They didn't give no reason. The Navy did not give no reason why they got rid of him. But in my perspective, in my book, I should be in the Navy right now. I should be in boot camp. I should have been finished boot camp right now. But I think the reason why they rejected me, and they ain't gonna say anything. They ain't gonna say anything, because I talked to the military guys, and I got friends in the military, and it's all about who's in the office. If it was at war, it wouldn't matter at all. They would sign off. But it's just, since we're not at war, and the administration don't care about the military, they're just going to reject much as they can. But in my honest opinion, I think it's because who I voted for the last election. Now, I'm not going to tell you who I voted last election, because then I'm going to have to see these ugly comments about certain things. But let's use perspective. I just ran a full marathon yesterday at the Keywa Islands in Charleston, South Carolina. Now, I was trying to get under 4 hours. And I mean, people could even get to the point I've been running. But I've run 7 years. I've been pretty good at it. I have ran almost 1,000 miles this year. And here's my medal. This is my medal right here. This is my medal right here. And this is my time. Now, my time, it was 4 hours and 11 minutes and 12 seconds. I just broke my PR by 14 minutes and 12 seconds. Now, the reason I made this video, because I want the media and I want everybody to know that if you agree on how it was things was done with me, I want you to share this video out to Navy and let Navy know, hey, this guy needs to be in the Navy. Not only that, I took ROTC in high school, and I know all of the movements, the commands, and everything. And my ROTC teacher was from, both of them were from the Navy. Now, I never thought in my life I would be wanting to go in the Navy, but I explained earlier in the video why certain things, why I want to go in the Navy. And I still want to go in the Navy. Yes, I'm displeased of them not signing my medical waiver, and I'll still stand for America. I'm the guy that will come in and show leadership and give it all I got on the table. And I'm a good runner. I'm athletic, and I'm a pretty decent swimmer. I'm not a pro swimmer, but I'm a decent swimmer. I can save myself in the water and everything. But if you like this video or interested sharing, because sharing is caring, I want you to spread the word that make a comment saying, Navy, sign this man's medical waiver. Sign this medical waiver. And I really didn't want to go social media with this, but I think this was good timing. Good timing. I live here in South Carolina. I love it. I've been living here for almost 15 years. Almost. And I do a lot of run events, and I'll have a run event probably in February. Not in January, but probably February. Maybe in January, a short one, but I work at FedEx, and I enjoy delivering, but I want a career change, but I want to serve my country how many years they want me in. That's all that matters to me. But if you like this video and you care and you think I've been done wrong, share it and hashtag it and with Navy saying, sign this man's medical waiver, and let the Navy know that I am ready to go serve this country. What color you are, what race you are, I will serve for our freedom and rights. And I hope everybody's having a great weekend and good holidays. Take care.